normally say good morning, but yeah, definitely is not morning. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. Mrs. went out tonight, so she's going to be home pretty soon. But yeah, I've been pretty bored, and I've just come up with an idea after watching good old YouTube. So I want to give it a shot. Be getting into the old detailing videos. I was into detailing a fair bit back in the day. Lost it a little bit. Then since doing my niece and nephew's car, kind of got back into it, and me getting the new car as well. Yeah, so kind of got back into it a bit. Been buying, so I got the new pressure washer the other day. It's going really well. Everything's wet. It's just, it hasn't stopped raining for like 3 days here. So yeah, pressure washer's going really good. I've only just quickly used it on one of my cars. That just before I got the pressure washer, I washed all 3 cars. So yeah, haven't had a proper chance to test it. You would have seen that video already actually, and you would have noticed that the foam coming out of it wasn't that great. I'm pretty sure that was my fault. I didn't read the instructions as I normally do or don't. You got to turn the knob on the top there to get the instructions. So all good. I haven't tried it out since, so I'm hoping. I have seen videos with that foam cannon, and the foam was like shaving cream. So yeah, and the product that was in there I've used in my other snow foam cannon, and I've had shaving cream coming out of it. So I knew it was just a setting. That's why I wasn't too fussed about it. So all good. Anyway, talking about foam, I've got one of these things from Bowden's, the frother. Really good. It's all in the nozzle. That's what makes it a foaming sprayer, if you can call them that, I suppose. The only thing I don't like about it, I've had one of these before, is the constant up and down, up and down. You literally get one. I normally put degreaser in this. Degreaser with a bit of soap just to give it the foam, and use it only on the wheels and the bottom bit of the car if you need it. Normally don't need it, but mainly for the wheels. You barely get a wheel sprayed, and you've got to repump it. So I don't use it very often. Normally what I do is get one of my snow foam cannons, or foam cannons, whatever you want to call them, and put degreaser in that, and then use that. It's a bit of a waste because you never use it all. You always mix up too much. This is better because then it can just stay in there, and when you need it, you need it. But like I said, this thing is just crap. So I want to. I was actually going to go. You can buy these electric. You can get one. IK sprayer, I think they're called. Pretty pricey, almost $100. It's exactly this, but it has a battery and a pump inbuilt into it to pump it up. And then I thought I've got this thing up here. Because technically it doesn't need a foam. You just need to spray degreaser on the wheels. So I've got this thing from Bunnings. It's just an electric. You can see it there. It's only water. It's just clear water. I always flush it out with water. So I've got that, and I was going to use that, but it doesn't foam. Still be okay. But yeah, I put like weed spray and pest insecticide and stuff and like that. So I don't really want to go swapping from. Insecticide to stuff you spray in your car. It's probably not the best. They're about $80, $90. So there's no point buying another one. You just go and buy a proper one of these. So I had it in my cart in Amazon, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do some research, because I reckon I could make this electric. I have a pump. I use this for my scooter and for my e-bike and everything. I already had one of these, because I've changed these on my scooter previously, which is just a Schrader valve, which is what that goes into, and then that goes into. Normally you get this style with tubeless rims, which is what I've got on my big scooter. So I thought, can't be that difficult. All you got to do is drill a hole. I looked into it. One guy has, well, probably a few people. I saw one video had done it. He had the IK sprayer, I think it is, with the pump, but I don't know if it broke or he just was too slow. and then he bought this one. You don't need specifically this pump, but he had exactly this pump by a fluke. This is the Gen 2 as well. It's a Xiaomi. He was saying funny things. He was like Aomi or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it's Xiaomi, the way you meant to say it. The reason you need this one style and the Gen 2 is it has a secret setting which is not in the menu. He mentions it on there. So all you got to do to turn it on, you got to undo it. Press and hold left, and then one press on right, and you'll get this little clock, or it's more like a dial, and then you type in 45 psi, whatever you want. I think that's what this kind of maxes out at. Yeah, I'll probably set it to 30. Connect it all up, press it. It'll get to 30 and stop. And then as you're using it, it'll drop 5 psi, and then this will automatically turn back on. Someone? No one's here. The dogs are barking and my phone's going off. So yeah, he reckons this is the only one that he's got a few of them, and this is the only one. Yeah, he's got a few pumps. He's done this modification already, not to this bottle, to a different bottle. But this is the only one that has the auto start feature that you set a PSI. It'll get to the 45, it'll drop to 40, and then turn back on automatically by itself. All he did was put a bit of Velcro and Velcroed it. I'm not going to go to that extent just yet. We'll see how we go. Whether or not I just hold it in one hand and go like that kind of thing. Let's see how we go. But anyway, yeah, I've already got the drill. I've got the drill bit sussed out. So all I did was got an old bucket lid that I don't use anymore. Drilled a 10mm hole in it, and this barely just squeezes in. So that's as detailed as it is, really. Drill a hole in plastic, put valve in, connect to valve. I was actually going to do a bit nicer and work my way up to the 10mm. This was about $30, and if this stuffs it, I don't really care. For that reason, I'm not going to use it. If this doesn't work, I'm going to clean that one out really good. And if I use that a lot, before I actually have to spray for insects and stuff in summer, then I'll splash out and I'll get the proper one. But if this works, it works. So all good. So I want to kind of pick somewhere where it's a decent. It's got some ridges on it, so you kind of want to go between the ridges, I suppose. So that looks like a good spot, right in the guts. I got these drill bits too. I was talking about these drill bits. They've got a step. They've got a 3-step before you get to the flutes. Number one, really good. I was actually drilling out pop rivets with them, and it just ate through them like anything. They're really good. Like any drill bit, you got to keep them cool when you use them if you're going to really hammer them on metal. But yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, really good. So that was a 4mm. So now we'll go to a 7mm. I use these on the little shelf thing I made for the pressure washer to hang it up. And it was drilling through 1.5mm galvanized steel. No problems, ate through it. And because of this step, I didn't even use a punch. Normally I use a center pop to get a hole so that these things don't walk about everywhere. Not necessary with these, they're really good. All right. Almost went right through the bottle there. That's the thing about big drill bits, is they kind of get out of control very easily. Alright, maybe I do. It'd be good if I've got like a bit to clean that up. I do have step drills. I won't be able to clean the inside up, but that looks pretty clean. The only thing I don't want it to grip and then go through bigger. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I really need like a countersink bit, or I've kind of got them, but they're not the best, and I'd rather not use them. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That's cleaned it up. Good. They're not the best quality ones, so I've got to get some better ones. That's it for the drill. sorry, can't remember if it was Jocko or Mick, asking about marks on the drills from the plastic things there. They said I had it a year. Nothing, no marks, no wear. Some, like this has got like a very soft rubber grip. You can kind of just see a mark in it there. But yeah, nah. Everything else that's kind of harder plastic, it hasn't left a mark at all. Yeah, that's all I got. No, so no dramas there. I don't know if I want to put silicone in this or not to help it go in. I'll be able to squeeze it in because I did it with the bucket, but the bucket was a little bit thinner than this. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's not gonna. I really don't want to drill a bigger hole. I measured it and it measures out at 12 mil, and I've only drilled a 10 mil hole. So I think we're going to have to go 1 mil bigger. And we'll do that. Oh, 1/2 inch. There we go. So that's what he used, actually. He used a 1/2 inch drill bit. So let's just go through it with that. Oh, okay. It's 2 steps away from that. Let's try that one. See, that leaves a much nicer finish, that. Heaps better. That should go in. The boys are out doing burnouts tonight. Because of the rain, they must have pretty crappy cars that they can't do burnouts. I'll just send it. Bugger it. He used a 1/2 inch bit and he got it in. He did have a different design one, but that's... Oh yeah, that should fit. That... Whoa, barely fits. I'm definitely not going to go any bigger than that. Oh wow, I think I will put a little bit of inox synthetic grease. I think will be the best thing. Probably easier. You can buy these with they bolt together. It's probably easier than this. Easier on the fingers anyway. You can hear the rain coming down again. It's been crazy, the amount of rain we've had. The roof's holding up, so that's good. A little bit of leakage, but like I said, we're having heap of rain, so you've got to expect it. That's gonna go. There it goes. Oh, it's not gonna stay. No. Okay. No, it's not gonna grip. Yeah. I think this is more for a flat. So I think I'm gonna need the one. Yeah, that's not gonna stay. The plastic's too thick. It just comes straight out. Alright, we'll pause this video. I will order some of the ones that he had with the bolt. I don't have any. I know I had this one. Well, I knew this. I had this type, but I didn't even know that I had one. What I'm trying to say is, if I had one, it was only this type. It wasn't the bolt on top. So yeah, we'll pause this video. I think the quickest I'm going to get one here is what's the date today? In about 2 weeks. Yeah, so we'll pause this video and we'll get back to this project in 2 weeks. For you, it'll be like that. For me, it'll be 2 weeks, unfortunately. But yeah, so we'll put that on hold. That I will still keep, just in case for my scooter. So that can go. I'll pack this up at a later date. I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm going to go to bed. We got up pretty early this morning, so yeah, all good. But yeah, that should work. It's literally just providing pressure. I've had one of these from Ammo NYC. It turned out I still had it when I bought this one. It cracked right on this seam. I don't know if I put too much pressure in or it doesn't say anywhere like max pressure. No. So I'm gonna no, doesn't say max pressure anywhere, even on the pump. The actual head there doesn't say. So I'll probably start off at 30 psi and see what kind of foam we get out of it. So 30 psi max means it'll be down to 25 before it won't get less than 25. So if it's still putting out foam at 25 psi, then 30 would be the max you need to go to. There's no need to stress it. Even if it's a little bit less and you do one tyre and then the compressor kicks in, by the time you walk around to the other tyre, by the look of the video, it's pumped up, ready to go. So yeah, all good. So that worked out all right. I had a 1/2 inch step drill, so that's what's there now is a 1/2 inch hole. That's what he said to drill, and I'm going to order the exact same ones that he had. So that way we're all the same, and I've got the 1/2 inch hole already drilled. So yeah, I'll get back to you in 2 weeks. We'll see you soon. Alright, well now I'm back to it with the pump thing. It's probably been about a week or so. As you can see here, the table's gone. So that went on Friday afternoon, I think it was. It's Monday afternoon now. So yeah, that got what I was asking for it, so that was pretty good. That table, as you can see, that cover is way too big. You can see the tape. There's the edge of the table here, like that. And then I've got the chairs they can tuck in a lot more, and it's still on the ground. So I don't know if they go for the wrong cover or that's the one for that. But anyway, what we're going to do is tuck in the chairs, center the cover really nice, go around, pin it, and then my missus will get her sewing machine out and rehem it, so that way it fits perfectly to this table. So that should be okay. We can fix that up. And yeah, it's a windy old day today. I think they're saying about 2 o'clock. So yeah, in very soon actually. It's very close to 2 o'clock right now. We're going to start getting some rain, and not going to stop for like 3 days, but that's okay. You can see there it is. Only 15. Nice. So it was a bit like Christmas actually. When I got home from work just now, there was all sorts of stuff waiting for me. So I've got the wire wrap just came from AliExpress. I found it's the cheapest place to get it from. I think it was like $15 for 10 meters. I think it was 10 mil or 12 mil, can't remember the thickness. You can buy an 8 mil and put it on 12 mil hose, no dramas, it just stretches. The wrap's not really tight, then the spiral wrap ends up being very tight. If you were to buy like a 12 mil wrap for a 10 mil hose, it'll be moving around a lot. It'd be quite annoying. Every time you go and pick it up, it's moving. So you want it tight. I can't remember what I got. I did measure it. I think it was 12 mil, and I bought 12 mil. I can't remember. I'm not sure. I only got 10 meters because that was the maximum you could buy. My hose is 13 meters long, so from the machine to 3 meters won't be protected, and then or from the handle, from the gun, 10 meters back will be protected, and that's the main bit that drags along this really rough brick paving that we've got that I would never buy again, but it's too hard to change, so living with it. What else came in was we're having a few issues with the kitchen sink not draining. It drains, but not very fast. Makes all glugging noises and stuff. So I bought that pressure gun, I think it is. Rather than a plunger, you pump it up like a bike pump to about 60 psi and poof, like a shotgun, and just shoot it down. Hopefully it doesn't damage the pipes. It shouldn't. I haven't used it yet, so yeah. But yeah, while I got it, I'll probably do all the toilets. Even though there's no blockage in the toilets, you can just do it and it'll clear any muck that's there. Same with your shower, same with your sinks and in the bathroom and stuff. So it came with a heap of different fittings to do whatever you want to do. So yeah, to fit every situation pretty much. And then we also got Schrader valves for the pump. So we might as well finish that off. This is not going to take very long at all because I've already got the hole drilled. I tested out the DI water maker the other day, and it worked really well. How does this work? Okay. I just did my missus's car very, very quickly. I didn't even film it. I just did it very quickly, and just to try it out, and yeah, went no worries at all. Not one drop of water left on it. So if that goes, yeah, that should seal it. That should seal it now. So that's good. So that's flat the whole way. Then that goes, no, this won't. I will do a separate video on the washing the car with the DI water, but we literally, I sprayed it with foam, rinsed it, not with DI water, just normal water. So yeah, rinsed the foam off, and then I soaped it through the foam cannon, and then rinsed that off with normal water, and then sprayed the sealant on, which it really didn't need, but I just wanted to try it out. It was the last little bit of my Bowden's Bowden sealant, so I just wanted to try that, get rid of that, and then I'm switching over to the other brand that I told you, the CLN AZFK. You can use your imagination. I don't know why they would call that, because it kind of limits things like that, but anyway, I don't know which way this will be good, but anyway, let's just try it like that. Yeah, so did 3, so pretty much a foam, a soap and a sealant, rinsing in between. Then I rinsed the sealant off with the high pressure hose with normal water, then flicked over to DI, just dribbled the DI over the car, not a drop of, no water spot. Then we vacuumed it, and it was still under 20 minutes. So really good. Not having to tip out your foam out of your cannon, rinse it out, put your soap in, because I've got a cannon for each step now. Makes a big difference. So nice and tight. And then it was hold left, press right, that little thing comes up. Let's do it to 30 psi. Didn't like that. For some reason, it might be this thing. There we go. So there's 22. Can't hear any leaks. Nope, no leaks at all. So then it's pretty much, so that only got it up to 21, and then yeah, and then a 5 psi comes back on. Turn that off. We want more than that. Let's take her up to 40. Can see some little bubbles there now, so we'll just nip it up. It's quite loose, so you can go a bit tighter. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's stopped now. Yep, that's got it. So 35. Nope. I think that's definitely got pressure. Okay, so 30. What did we put it to? 40. Let's go 36. I think it had too much pressure in it. There we go. Yeah, it's already done. 16. Alright, I'm happy with that. Turn that off. It's already run out. This is just not big enough. I think the better thing to do, I'm not going to throw this out because I'll still use this. I literally will only use it for tyres, for rims, for degreaser. So if you're planning on doing a whole car, this is probably not the setup to use, because it's just, you're going to get like literally 5 seconds of spray, and it's going to stop. So I think just for doing tyres, it's probably better suited, or an engine bay, no bigger than an engine bay. You mix your degreaser. Again, there's no way you're going to want to fill it up past halfway. I would only ever go to 1 litre. So I think it's, yeah, it looks like it's 2 litres. It says max here 1.5, but then there's still a fair bit to go because they're leaving headroom for pressure, but I would only go halfway. And yeah, mix up your degreaser to 1 litre mark with water, dilute it, and then leave this for headroom. And then you'll do 1 tyre, easy, and then put it down while you're cleaning that tyre. The thing's pumping itself back up again, and then you move to the next one, and you've got a full pressure. You never had to touch this. Setting that at 40 psi, this didn't like it. It wouldn't even. I had to release the pressure. It's got a manual pressure relief here. This wouldn't work at 40 psi, so 36 I think worked. There's no leaks. You can buy 45 degree instead of 9. I bought the 90. I'm not even going to bother making a holder for it, because then that makes this way too heavy. So I'm just going to literally hold this in one hand and use the sprayer in the other, and I'll give it a shot like that. I'll probably close this video off for this project, and we'll try this when I'm doing the cars next. We did the missus' car, just really, it wasn't really dirty. It was just really to try the DI machine. I wanted to try it. So like, we did it yesterday. It's going to rain today, so there wasn't really much point in it, but at least it keeps it clean. Tops up the sealant, tops up the ceramic coat, so all good. So yeah, the next time the Z or the wagon needs a wash, I've only just done the wagon when we got back from Bustleton, but I haven't even driven the car since, so that's clean. The Z, I did take it out on the weekend a bit, so it's dusty, but it's not dirty, so I'm not just going to put a hose on it just for nothing. So yeah, we'll just sit on this for a bit, but yeah, you'll see this in action in the car cleaning video when we test out the DI and my current 3 cannon setup. I did use this thing. That's the insect sprayer. I just wanted to try it out, and that actually worked pretty good. I put degreaser in it. The only thing is, it's a bit slow. It's more of a mist. It's just not enough coming out. You can do it, but it just takes a long time. The better one would be, I've got a electric backpack sprayer there. That one would be better, but I don't want to start using that for degreaser for the cars. That's only ever been used once, I think, for pesticide. I've had that for years, so I really don't want to start putting pesticide on the cars. So that's why this is the better option for what I've got. The best option would be the IK sprayer, IPK, whatever it's called, I don't know. They do a big one. They do like 8 litre. I think it's 8 litre. Otherwise, if you really wanted to keep it DIY, and that's probably what I might do, is go to Bunnings and get a 10 litre pump sprayer and do this mod to it. And I think that would be the better way to go. The only thing is the little compressor is really going to be pumping, because you're going to have quite a large headroom, but it'll take a while to pump up, but then you'll get more use out of it. So it'd be a bit more suited. Probably the 5 litre one. 10 litre is probably a bit too much, so probably a 5 litre one, just the cheapest one they make. And don't forget, this is a foamer. The ones you buy from Bunnings, those pump sprays from Bunnings, aren't going to foam. They're just going to spray, which is fine. That's okay. But yeah, it just depends what you want. But this mod can go to any bottle pretty much. So pretty easy, very easy. Nothing else really to say. It's quite easy. You saw how that went on. Very, very easy. So seals up nice. So yeah, that's made that much more usable. The only thing I've got to watch now is splitting the bottom, because that's exactly what happened to my last one. My last one was an Ammo NYC branded one, but it was exactly this bottle, because I kept it made in Italy. It had all the same markings, exactly the same here. All these markings, these ridges, everything was the same, except this was black on the other one. And yeah, that one split down here on this mold seam right here. I did fix it. I tried to fix it with staples and a screwdriver, soldering on. and it did work for a little while. But then I went and pumped it up again and it just split. So that's why I ended up buying that one. But they're still not my favourite. They're just too small. They're way too small. For tyres, for a rim, one rim at a time, if you only half fill it, pretty good. And then doing this mod means you're not doing this anymore. But yeah, there's no way you could do a whole car, like a waterless wash on a car, because that's what they were sold as, for doing a waterless wash on a car. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. So yeah, all good. I think we'll leave that there. I probably, next time I go to Bunnings, I will buy a bigger one, a 5 litre one. That way at least you're getting 2.5 litres of product in it, and you've still got 2.5 litres of headroom for the compressor to work. I reckon that'll work pretty good. And then that way you're not filling it up every time, because a litre I don't think you'd use a litre on a car. If you're doing the engine bay, you will, but if you're just doing 4 tyres, you won't. I normally, sometimes, not all the time, use the degreaser on the bottom, kind of 1/3 of the car, just the bottoms of the doors, around the wheel wells and stuff like that, inside the wheel wells. So if you're going to do the bottom 1/3 inside the wheel wells, the rims, the tyres, and the engine bay, that you're going to be refilling that. You'll go through more than a litre for that. So it just depends what you need, really. But I'm definitely going to try the bigger version out, because that does work. Proof of concept works for this little one. It's just not practical holding only 1 litre of juice and pumping up so often. So I think the bigger one will be the way to go. The next thing you can go is just buy one of these. Is just get one of them and deal with the slow rate of delivery, or buy a better one that delivers faster. That's another one, but they don't foam. That's the only thing. So doesn't really matter. The foaming's not an issue for degreaser, because like if you buy a can of degreaser and degrease your engine bay, it's not foaming. It's just spraying, and it covers, and it does a good job. So it's not a big issue. It's just the rate of delivery is not fast enough with that little pump there. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. I think it's going to actually, you can hear the roof starting to shake. I think the rain is not far away. Probably just head inside, big blanket of clouds, and that's us for the day. But anyway, what's he eating? He's not the one on the grass, the other one down there. I've been a bit naughty this weekend. We went out yesterday and come home, and you can see here we've just remulched the garden. Don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video, but we just remulched it and got a few more ornaments and stuff, and just trimmed out all the trees. They were getting too much. And we come back in the garden, and they've dragged there's one on the grass now. They've dragged in some wood from the new mulch into our bedroom, where they like looking at it. Dex, you better drop it, mate. They bring the wood into the bedroom and chill out and watch out the main window there, and just chew on wood. And we got home, and there was just like shards of wood all over the carpet. They do it every time we get new mulch. This is probably the 3rd time we've had mulch and new mulch with the dogs, and they do it for a couple of weeks, and then they get over it. Once they get used to you yelling at them when you come home, they kind of get over it. So they're all right. So they've had a haircut. They're all good. His licking's going really good, actually. We're on that new cream. The vet gave us a new cream for his paws, and going really good. So we're down to twice a week now, and it seems to be keeping it at bay. So we'll just keep plugging along with that, and not have to buy those expensive tablets anymore, which will be good. I'm trying to figure out what else is going on, but not a lot now. So everything's working. The next thing I want to do is I've got a 2-way tap manifold in the garage. It's a bit dicky. Like, you brush up or bump it, it'll start leaking. And then if you turn the tap on and apply pressure, it kind of locks in and stops leaking. But every time you bump it, it leaks, which is a bit annoying. So that might be next on the cards. It's only a cheapy plastic one from Bunnings. I really should have got the brass ones. That would have been better, but what can you do? But now that I don't have to play with it to swap from DI water to not DI water, which is okay. So I may just leave it. The hose is going to get hung up on the other side. the hose will get hung up on the other side. I'm going to have to disconnect it from the machine every time I finished using it. I didn't really want to do that, but it's just no option to hang it up anywhere on that side. The only option is what you saw in that previous video, the quick little video I had at the start of this one, is actually run it over the machine. It only takes 3 times and it's there. The only thing is with my wagon there, I've got to like almost sit on the bonnet and scoot down the side of the car to undo it and get it. So what I might do is actually put it on the complete opposite side of the garage where the back of the Nissan is, and I already have a hose reel there. But the only thing is I'm going to have to, with the quick connect, it's no big issue, and it shouldn't wear it out because you disconnect the gun every time. So, and that never leaked on my gurney for 10 years, so there's no reason why this should leak. So I might just do that, just disconnect it from the machine. Big rolls for the 13 meter pressure hose, and then hang it up behind the Z there, and then it's easy to get to then. Yeah, it's just too much leaning and stretching and potential scratching for cars, because if the hose is all rubber lined, so it's not going to really scratch the car. It might put micro marring in it, but nothing stupid. But me rubbing up and down the car, and also if when you're rolling it up, the brass quick connect, if that lands on the bonnet, then it'll dent it. It'll 100% dent it. That bonnet's only aluminium on those Commodores. They're very thin aluminium, so yeah, you just look at them and they dent. That's another reason I did mention it in one of the service videos. When you close a bonnet on cars, don't put it down and then press it with your hand, because you'll get it'll dent the metal. You're best off just keep it up 6 inches and just drop it. Just let it drop and close and slam on its own, and you'll never dent the bonnet that way. That's one of the reasons I don't like taking my cars to dealers, because they don't care. And prime example is when I did have to take my Z for its 1000k, the first 1000 kilometers, you have to take it back to the dealer, and they just run around, tighten all the wheel nuts up, check the oil, make sure everything's good. You have to do that, otherwise you don't get a warranty. So I took it back. Car was obviously brand new. I've just cleaned it as well. Bring it back home, and there's a dirty big palm print right in the middle of the bonnet. You can see where they've pressed on it to close it. It didn't dent it, but yeah, that's prime example. Like the car, there was not a fingerprint on the car, apart from a big, all over the door and the door handle. There's all greasy fingerprints. That's right, and then one big one right on the bonnet. And I was like, you bastards! I knew exactly what they were going to do. But anyway, I was set for it. So yeah, they've just like pushed big time on the bonnet to close it, not just let it slam and drop. It sounds worse that you let it slam and drop, or drop and slam, but it's not. It's metal. It's metal hinges, metal everything, so it's not going to break. But yeah, pushing in the middle of an unsupported thing, and you'll just like pressing a balloon pretty much. There's not much structure in it there. I actually got 2 of those, so I could actually keep that one there, and then I got another one. They're only very cheap. They're only about $12, I think, maybe even less. I can't remember. So I've got another one. So that's not a hard thing to quickly just whack in a big pressure pump sprayer and yeah, go from there. Anyway, we'll call it there. I think that's enough for this video. Plus what I filmed a week ago. They showed up pretty quick actually. They were just from eBay. They weren't from AliExpress. You could buy them on AliExpress, but I thought they were going to take a long time. Saying that, the wire wrap that was from AliExpress, ordered on the same day as these, rocked up at exactly on the same delivery they came. So pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with AliExpress actually. As much as they did stiff me a few times, and I said I wouldn't use them again. Certain things you kind of force, like that wire wrap was, I think it was about $16 or $18 delivered for 10 meters. If you were to buy it off eBay, it's about that price per meter. It's about $12, $15 a meter, and I got 10 meters for that. So yeah, some things are just way cheaper. Given the opportunity, I'll buy it off Amazon if it's not stupidly more expensive. But yeah, I'd rather just buy it off Amazon. It's here the next day, and yeah, much easier to deal with warranty returns and things like that. But it's wire wrap. What could go wrong from AliExpress? It's not like it's an electrical thing or something like that. So yeah, should be fine. But yeah, it's just when you got to deal with AliExpress for warranty stuff, something didn't rock up, that's where they've stiffed me a few times. I ordered some mouse batteries for my mouse, because my old mouse, not this one, for the computer. And it rocked up, and it was a plastic toy car, and I took photos and everything, and they just would not give me my money back. It was only $9, but yeah, they just wouldn't give me my money back. They thought I was taking photos, you know, of a kid's car, and saying that I didn't get the battery and all sorts of stuff. I weighed it as well. They asked me to weigh it, so I weighed it, and it was a different weight than what was on the shipping thing for some reason. I don't know why. And they're like, yeah, see, look, it's a different weight, so whatever was in there, you've taken out and you've put this toy car in. And I was like, it's a $9 battery, why would I do that, you know? And you can see how many orders I've had with you guys. I said, that's the last time I'll use you. I'm not using you anymore, but I've used them twice since then to buy the wire wrap for the pressure hose and the wire wrap for the hydraulic jacks, for the quick jacks. So yeah, that's the only time I've used them. So I feel good about that, kind of. But anyway, enough jibber jabbering. We'll catch you on the next project. Have a good one. See you later.